What if I told you that your mindset for practice, your focus on the competition floor, your emotional control during lessons, and even your confidence as a dancer might be heavily influenced before you ever put on your dance shoes? Hey, it's your pal, the Dancing Housewife, and welcome to the Dancing Housewife Podcast, where we discuss everything you ever wanted to know about the art, heart, sport, and science of ballroom dance. Today, we're talking about something that affects your dancing and really pretty much everything else you do far more than most people realize: your morning wake-up routine, and how the first 30 to 45 minutes that you're awake impacts your focus, mood, confidence, energy, and mental clarity for the rest of the day. We're diving into morning habits and the 8 easy neuroscience-backed strategies to help you stop beginning your day in survival mode. Because if you can regulate your nervous system before the world starts pulling at your attention, you do everything differently, including dance. Most dancers spend a lot of time thinking about technique, things like posture, frame, foot pressure, timing, connection, balance. But we don't spend nearly enough time thinking about the condition of the brain that's working to get us to handle executing all of those things. And that's why your morning routine matters, because when you wake up in the morning, your brain experiences what's called the cortisol awakening response. Now, cortisol typically gets a bad rap, but in healthy amounts, it's your body's natural alarm clock. It increases alertness, helps you transition from sleep into wakefulness, and prepares your brain and body for activity. Research shows that cortisol naturally peaks about 30 to 45 minutes after waking up. And during that window, your brain is essentially setting the tone for the day ahead. Optimize that window, and everything feels smoother. Sabotage it, and you spend the day mentally swimming upstream against distraction and emotional exhaustion. So let's talk about what your brain actually needs during that first 30 to 45 minutes. I've got 8 simple strategies that you can incorporate into your morning routine to help you mentally prepare for the day ahead. Number 1, get natural light exposure. Your brain needs light to fully wake up. Morning sunlight helps reset your circadian rhythms, which suppresses melatonin and regulates cortisol appropriately for alertness. Translation: you're less groggy, you're more mentally sharp, you have better energy, you're in a better mood. Even just 10 to 20 minutes of natural morning light can improve focus and sleep quality later on that night. And as dancers, we know that better sleep often means better recovery, better patience, and better performance. And if it's still dark outside when you wake up, and you're like me, at least get out of bed and turn on the lights. Darkness tells your brain to stay asleep. Light tells your brain it's time to move. And when the sun comes up, just pop outside for a few minutes. Number 2, hydrate immediately. Your brain is largely made up of water. When you wake up after a good night's sleep, or even a bad night's sleep, you wake up dehydrated. When dehydration happens, blood flow decreases and neurons don't communicate as efficiently. And mental clarity drops. Before caffeine, before social media, before chaos, drink water. It's one of the simplest performance habits you can build. Number 3, practice 5 minutes of mindfulness. Right before sleep and right after waking up are 2 of the brain's most receptive periods, which means what you feed your mind during that time matters immensely. This is a great opportunity for prayer, meditation, breath work, journaling, gratitude, visualization. Even 5 intentional minutes can help regulate your nervous system before the demands of the day begin. And dancers especially need this because ballroom dance is emotional. There are corrections, comparisons, frustrations, plateaus, competition nerves. Starting the day grounded instead of reactive changes how you handle all of it. Number 4, avoid your phone for the first 30 minutes that you're awake. This one deserves repeating, so I'm going to say it again. Avoid your phone for the first 30 minutes that you're awake. Don't let the internet or social media become the director of your emotional state before you even get out of bed. When you immediately start scrolling, your brain gets hit hard with reactive dopamine, and that's not the good kind. Notifications, videos, messages, drama, comparison. Your attention becomes fragmented instantly. Instead of beginning the day with intention, you begin it reacting to everybody else's agenda. Protect your focus, protect your peace, protect your brain. No phone for 30 minutes when you wake up. Number 5, move your body. Movement wakes up the brain. It improves blood flow, oxygenation, energy, and mental clarity. But it also stimulates the release of something called BDNF, which is brain-derived neurotrophic factor. Think of BDNF as fertilizer for the brain. It helps brain cells grow and communicate more efficiently and strengthens neural connections. That supports learning, memory, focus, mood regulation, neuroplasticity. And as dancers, we are constantly learning. So even light morning movement can help your brain become more receptive during lessons and practices later in the day. Stretch, walk, mobility work, a short workout, even just 10 push-ups or sit-ups or jumping jacks is better than nothing. Just move. Number 6, exposure to cold. Cold exposure stimulates the release of norepinephrine, which increases alertness and focus. And this can be as simple as splashing cold water on your face the first thing in the morning, or 30 to 45 seconds of cold water at the end of your shower, or even stepping outside into the brisk air for a few moments. Do it for 10 minutes in the morning sunlight and you cover 2 healthy morning habits in one. Cold exposure from 30 seconds to 3 minutes can help wake up your nervous system and improve alertness. Number 7, stop hitting snooze. One alarm, one wake up, no snooze button. When you hit snooze and fall back to sleep, your brain enters another sleep cycle. Then the alarm interrupts it again. The more times you hit the snooze button, the worse the cycle becomes. Now your brain feels fragmented and disoriented, which explains why sometimes after multiple snooze buttons, even though you're grabbing a few extra winks, you somehow feel worse instead of better. Fragmented sleep impedes energy and coordination throughout the day. Put the alarm across the room if you need to, but stop negotiating with it. Number 8, build an automatic sequence. Researchers at Massachusetts Institute of Technology found that the basal ganglia, which is the control center for voluntary motor movements, habit formation, and reward processing, bundles repeated behaviors into automatic sequences. In simple terms, the more consistently you repeat a healthy morning routine, the less effort it eventually requires, and it becomes automatic. Wake up, water, light, prayer, stretch, journal. It's a habit loop. And this matters because we already use enormous mental energy making decisions throughout the day, and decision fatigue is real. In addition to all the other benefits that come with healthy morning habits, when they become your automatic wake-up routine, you end up with more mental bandwidth for creativity, artistry, learning, and performance throughout the rest of the day. So here's your challenge this week. Write out your intentional morning routine. Not the fantasy version, the realistic version. Simple, repeatable, sustainable. Then commit to repeating it every day for the next 30 or even 60 days. And notice what changes. Mood, focus, emotional regulation, confidence, patience, ability to recover from mistakes. Because ballroom dancing is not just about what happens on the dance floor. It's also about what happens in your brain and nervous system before you ever step onto it. Thanks for tuning in today. If you found this episode helpful, click like, drop a comment, share it with your dance friends, coaches, studio buddies, or anyone who might need a reminder that great dancing begins long before the music starts. And be sure to subscribe so you never miss a ballroom tip. This is the Dancing Housewife signing off, and until next time, happy dancing!